Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel here. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to be doing all the confirmed features and new additions to MLB The Show 20. Now guys, I'm recording this currently on a Thursday. The game is releasing for early access next Friday. So essentially, I'm going to be going over all the new features, and yeah, so let's go ahead, let's get into it. So, the first new feature that is confirmed for MLB The Show 20 is going to be the new catch indicator, as well as efficiency improvements and a new throw indicator in the outfield. So essentially what they did with this here is that they improved button accuracy. There is now an option to show defensive stats, and now when let's say you're tracking a shallow fly ball, there is now a red indicator around the ball. It shows where to dive pretty much, and they showed some examples. Moving on here, it is harder to hit the green area. Basically, if you know on button accuracy, if you hit a green area, that means you get a good throw. It's going to be harder to hit the green area with low fielding players such as Charlie Blackmon, Cody Bellinger, etc., etc. Moving on here, the perfect area does increase chances of getting a runner out. So essentially they did an example where Chris Bryant was in the outfield, or no, it wasn't Chris Bryant, it was somebody in the outfield, and essentially they had the button accuracy, the normal one, but they would also have this little yellow spot in the middle. If you hit that, basically your catcher would get better animations and you would have a way better chance of getting the runner out. And basically I really like this. I think that this is really cool, and it would give the catcher new animations. Moving on here as well, there are better animations on perfect. There are new blocking animations. They're dynamic. So let's say, for example, you have Lou Brock behind the plate, right? And when he goes down for a block as a catcher, he's not really going to go down. He's just going to kind of say, why the hell am I here? That was an example from the live stream. And it essentially, basically, if you have really low fielding players, you're gonna get different animations for catching. Let's say you have Carlos Santana playing catcher as opposed to Buster Posey. Posey has higher blocking. He's gonna get better animations, so he'll be able to block the ball easier compared to Carlos Santana, where if you put him behind the dish and his blocking is really low, he's gonna have more trouble blocking balls and getting runners out if they do choose to advance. Moving on as well, there are new animations for the first baseman based on double play sequences and catching the ball in double play situations for the shortstops. So let's say someone's like throwing across their body, the first baseman's going to kind of adjust, you know, based on the double play sequence. Now all this I think is really good. I think that the gameplay needs to be improved. The defensive stats are mattering even more, which I like just what they're adding in this game. It's really fun. I really like this. Moving on now to the perfect timing and PCI placement. This is now for hitting here. Now there is only one PCI interface that you can use. Like last year, for example, we had wedge, we had outline, we had all these different kinds of options we can do, you know, to edit the appearance. But now, unfortunately, there is only one main interface for the PCI. However, you can edit how it looks. I think like you can edit the color, how the, you know, the circles and the diamonds look in the middle and whatnot. And that, moving on here, basically they had I think they had two zones for this new PCI. They had an inner zone and an outer zone. It looked like the outline. However, there were 3 dots in the middle. They're also known as diamonds, and it also represents what the batter is excelling at, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But essentially here, the outer part of the PCI is going to be the batter's vision. So let's say you have, for example, Aaron Judge compared to who's a really good vision guy compared to, let's go Tim Anderson, right? Let's say, you know, you have Tim Anderson compared to Aaron Judge. Tim Anderson's outer zone is going to be bigger than Aaron Judge's because his vision is better, and then the inner part of the PCI is going to be contact. So essentially, let's say you have, we'll use another example, Tim Anderson. We'll go with like Bryce Harper, for example. Tim Anderson's going to have higher contact, so his inner zone is going to be bigger. He's going to have a better chance to make good contact on the ball, as opposed to Harper, who is more of a power and out kind of guy. Moving on here in the center as well, it is the new perfect animation. Okay, let's see. You have high contact increases the chance of line drives and decreases the chance of weak runners on pop-ups. So if you have like Tim Anderson, for example, you're going to have a better chance of getting line drives and you're basically going to have decreased chances of weak grounders and pop-ups depending on the batter's contact. Moving on here, vision does help make contact with bad PCI placement. I already went over that. So basically now we're gonna get to the perfect. So if let's say you have, I believe they use Kurt Suzuki as an example. Basically, the balanced hitters will have 1 diamond in the middle. There are 3 diamonds in the middle for perfect. So if you are a balanced hitter, you'll have that 1 big diamond in the middle and then 2 small diamonds on the top. Moving on here as well, this applies to contact hitters as well. Contact hitters will have 2 big ones on the lower half that basically represents where to hit the ball. Contact hitters excel more on putting the ball at the ground as opposed to in the air, and because of that, they have those 2 big diamonds on the bottom. And then finally, power hitters, as you expect, will have 2 big diamonds on the top because they're not really guys to put the ball on the ground. They're more the guys to put it in the air and put a drive into it, and that is essentially what it is. Moving on here, perfect. This is a big thing. It guarantees a good angle and a hardest hit on your hit, but it does not guarantee a base hit. So if you get perfect, you might get a line drive. It doesn't guarantee a base hit, but it will guarantee that you have a better chance of getting one. And there are also new pitching quirks they went over as well. They went over Noah Syndergaard with his sinker, Aroldis Chapman, Jordan Hicks, those kind of guys. Moving on now to Road to the Show. There are new multi-reward challenges in Road to the Show. Basically, instead of, I think what it is you could earn like power and contact through one challenge. I think that's what it was. And also now they do have dynamic on-field relationships. So let's say you're really close with a player, and let's say you have a double play to him. Let's say you're playing first base, he's playing second, vice versa. When he throws you the ball, your attributes go up and his attributes go up because you're both kind of helping each other out in that regard. I think that makes sense. Moving on, there's also item rewards, and essentially what they are is, let's say you go to a boss battle, right? Or you're gonna go into a boss battle. Not only are you gonna get a chance to improve your contact or power when you're hitting or whenever, like whatever stat, you're also gonna get a chance to earn an item reward if you complete that objectives. Now, what is an item reward, you ask? Well, an item reward is a gold equipment choice pack. So it's very, very simple, nothing too big here. There is a new interface now to Road to the Show. It does show your relationships with people in the clubhouse and whatnot. Moving on here, and the relationships will help you get better. You can build your relationships and also your stats per play. That's a pretty good addition. There are more specific challenges as well, because I think you remember last year in Road to the Show, if you got like a single in at bat, you get like 50%. If you got a triple, you get like 150% towards a certain not a certain category, but you can get 150% towards I think contact or whatever it is, like 150% gain. Now you either get contact or power or whatever. It does show that, and you can improve it specifically rather than waiting to see what it is. Moving on here, I did go over the boss battles as well. It does give you items, which are equipment choice packs, and then also your personality can improve with challenges as well. So let's say you got to keep a level head in this at bat. You do, like, let's say you get a triple, you will earn points towards, or your captain, your captain personality style will get better as you do that. And that's pretty much it for that. Moving on here to relocation and franchise. So basically you can create your team name, logos, and location. You can change that now in franchise. I love it. Oh my goodness, man. I'm gonna love to do relocation franchise live streams and all that in MLB The Show 20. It should be really, really fun. And essentially here, there is also full minor league rosters as well. And in the offseason, you will have the chance to relocate. It is in the first offseason period. And you can select from all 60 stadiums, including minor league, spring training, and classic stadiums. So I think this is really, really good, honestly. I'm happy that they made strides to franchise this year. However, I wish they might have done a bit more. But that's pretty much it. Moving on here is fully customizable leagues within Diamond Dynasty or normal exhibition. So essentially, you in this custom leagues, you can change the atmosphere, the membership, which is how many people are in there. Atmosphere is if like it's relaxed or competitive, and you pretty much get that there. Number of teams, the max overall a team can be. Postseason teams in terms of how many teams will make the postseason. how many innings a game is, how many games are per series and postseason round as well. So how many games are in a postseason round, how many World Series games there are, and then if you want a DH or not. You can also edit the difficulty, umpire accuracy, and close praise. So this is really good. I like this. You can play a custom Diamond Dynasty League, and it will be really, really fun to play with your friends, and you can customize it to the fullest, which I'm very happy with. Now, yesterday they did do a March to October stream where you'll get more rewards and whatnot, and also on Saturday they're going to be doing a Diamond Dynasty stream. I will be releasing a video on that. I really have to catch up on videos though, guys. You know, something happened in my family and I didn't really get a lot of time on Tuesday or Wednesday to make videos. I was planning on making some videos, but I didn't really get a lot of time, and I do apologize for that. But guys, hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, special like, stretch 5 likes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and most importantly, stay classy.